Hello friends. Welcome back. Today I want to ask you something. Have you ever felt super motivated? Like you could do anything? Like nothing could stop you? Maybe it was a Monday morning. You woke up early. You felt strong. You said, "Today I will change my life. Today I will work hard. Today I will be different." And then Tuesday came. The feeling was gone. Just like that. Gone. Sound familiar? Today we are going to talk about why that happens. And more importantly, what to do about it. So sit down. Get comfortable. And listen carefully. Because today's lesson could change everything. I want to tell you about two people. Their names were Jake and Tom. Jake and Tom were friends. They grew up in the same city. They went to the same school. They had the same dreams. Both Jake and Tom wanted to get better at English. They both wanted better jobs. They both wanted a better life. They started at the same time. Same level. Same goal. But 1 year later, their lives looked very different. Let me tell you why. Jake loved motivation. He watched motivational videos every day. He read motivational quotes. He felt excited. He felt ready. He felt on fire. On his good days, Jake worked very hard. He studied English for 3 hours. He practiced speaking. He listened to stories. He wrote in his journal. He was amazing on those days. But Jake had a problem. He only worked on his good days. And good days did not come every day. On his bad days, Jake did nothing. He felt tired. He felt bored. He felt lazy. He said, "I will start again tomorrow. When I feel better. When I feel motivated." So Jake waited. He waited for the good feeling to come back. Some weeks the good feeling came twice. Some weeks it came once. Some weeks it did not come at all. Jake worked hard sometimes. But not every day. Not even most days. He waited for motivation like he waited for good weather. And like bad weather, the feeling of not wanting to work came more often than he liked. After 1 year, Jake was a little better at English. But not much. He felt frustrated. He felt confused. He thought, "I work so hard on my good days. Why am I not improving?" Tom was different. Tom did not wait for good feelings. Tom did not need to feel motivated. Every morning Tom woke up at 6:30. He sat at his desk. He opened his notebook. He studied English for 30 minutes. Every single day. Some mornings Tom felt great. He felt sharp. He felt excited. Those days were good. He enjoyed his study time. But some mornings Tom felt tired. He felt flat. He did not want to open his notebook. He did not feel motivated at all. But he opened it anyway. He said to himself, "I do not need to feel like it. I just need to do it." So he did it. 30 minutes. Every day. Good days and bad days. Happy days and sad days. Busy days and slow days. Every single day. No excuses. After 1 year, Tom's English was very strong. He spoke with confidence. He got a new job. An international company. Good salary. He was proud. He was happy. The difference between Jake and Tom was simple. Jake waited to feel motivated. Tom acted without the feeling. That is the difference between motivation and discipline. What is discipline? Let me explain this word. The vocabulary word today is discipline. Discipline means doing what you need to do, even when you do not feel like it. Even when you are tired. Even when you are bored. Even when everything inside you says, not today. Discipline is not a feeling. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a decision. And decisions can be made every day. Even on the bad days. Think about brushing your teeth. You do it every morning. Not because you feel excited about it. Not because you love it. You do it because it is a habit. It is part of your day. You just do it. That is discipline. And you already have it. You just need to use it for the right things. Okay. Now I want to give you something practical. Something simple. Something that will help you build discipline starting today. It is called the 2-minute rule. Here is how it works. When you do not feel like doing something, just start. Do it for 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Not 30 minutes. Not 1 hour. 2 minutes. 2 minutes is nothing. You can always do 2 minutes. Even on your worst day. Even when you are exhausted. Even when you do not want to. 2 minutes is always possible. Here is the secret. Once you start, you usually keep going. The hardest part is not the work. The hardest part is starting. Once you open the book, you usually read more than 2 minutes. Once you start the exercise, you usually finish it. Once you begin, the resistance goes away. Tom used this rule. On his hardest mornings he said, I will just open my notebook for 2 minutes. Just look at it. 2 minutes. That is all. And then he sat down. He opened his notebook. He read the first sentence. Then the second. Then the third. And 20 minutes passed without him even noticing. The 2-minute rule breaks the wall between you and your work. It makes starting easy. And once you start, discipline takes care of the rest. How discipline grows. Here is something important. Discipline is like a muscle. A real muscle in your body. If you use it, it gets stronger. If you do not use it, it gets weak. Every time Tom studied on a bad day, his discipline muscle got stronger. Every time he said, I do not feel like it but I will do it anyway, his discipline muscle grew. Day by day. Week by week. Month by month. After a few months Tom did not even think about it. He just woke up. He sat at his desk. He opened his notebook. It was automatic. Like brushing his teeth. He did not need motivation anymore. The habit was part of him. Jake's discipline muscle stayed small. Because he never used it on the hard days. He only worked when the feeling came. And you cannot build a muscle by waiting for the perfect conditions to use it. Let me show you what discipline looks like in real life. In simple small steps. Discipline looks like this. You wake up tired. You do not want to study. But you open your English app anyway. Just for 2 minutes. Discipline looks like this. You had a hard day at work. You feel empty. But you listen to one English story on the bus home. Just one. Discipline looks like this. It is late. You are almost asleep. But you write 3 sentences in English before you close your eyes. Just 3. These things are small. They feel like nothing. But they add up. Every day they add up. And 1 year from now, they add up to something very big. Tom did these small things every day. And 1 year later his life changed. Not because he was more talented than Jake. Not because he was smarter. Just because he showed up. Every day. Small steps. No excuses. After 1 year, Jake saw Tom's new job. Jake felt sad. He felt jealous. He felt confused. He thought, we started at the same time. We had the same goal. What happened? He called Tom. He asked, how did you get so good? What is your secret? Tom was quiet for a moment. Then he said, I just showed up every day. Even when I did not want to. Especially when I did not want to. Jake sat with those words. He felt something shift inside him. He understood now. He had been waiting for the feeling. Tom had been building the habit. Jake made a decision that night. He put his phone on his desk. He set an alarm for 6:30. He wrote one sentence in his notebook. Just one. He said, tomorrow I start. And this time, I will not wait to feel ready. The next morning the alarm went off. Jake felt tired. He felt the old pull to sleep more. But he remembered Tom's words. He got up. He sat at his desk. He opened his notebook. He studied for 2 minutes. Then 5. Then 15. He smiled. He thought, that was not so hard. And it was not. Because starting was never the hard part. Waiting was the hard part. And Jake had stopped waiting. Champions. Jake and Tom both had the same dream. But only one of them built the habit to reach it. You have a dream too. Maybe it is English. Maybe it is your career. Maybe it is your health. Maybe it is something else entirely. Whatever it is, motivation will not build it. Discipline will. And discipline starts with one small step. Today. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Today. Here is your challenge. Right now. Before this video ends. Pick one thing. One small thing you want to do every day. Just one. Maybe it is 10 minutes of English. Maybe it is reading 5 sentences. Maybe it is writing 3 words before sleep. Then do it today. For 2 minutes. That is all. 2 minutes. Right now. And tomorrow, do it again. And the day after. And the day after that. Champions, please subscribe to English Mindset. Comment below. Tell me, what is your one daily discipline? What will you do every day starting today? Write it in the comments. I want to know. I am cheering for you. New stories every week. All in simple, clear English. Just for you. See you next time. Show up every day. Even when you do not feel like it. Especially then.